Hey everyone, thanks for popping in today. If you are joining me on the replay, please say hello. I'll try and watch my laptop, but please do say hello. Let me know what you think about today's project. I always enjoy hearing from you. Today I have kind of had a busy crafting day. I've been working with this really fun Notes and Totes bundle, and I have to tell you, I just got another bundle it was just delivered, and my little King Charles Cavalier Harvey ran off with the ribbon, and now I have to reorder that. Anyway, let me go back to the beginning in case I have not introduced myself. I'm Colleen Light. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Southwest Washington, and I'm so happy you can join me today. Today we're making these little cute beach bags, purses, whatever you want to call them, little totes, little tote bags. How fun are these? And you'll find these in our new annual catalog. I know everyone was so excited for this to come out. And I'm also using some, oops, that just fell. Anyway, when I tell you I've had a busy crafting day, I have indeed. Anyway, so let me show you this paper here. How pretty is this? I'm actually using some paper from the Celebratory Sips 12-inch by 12-inch designer series paper. Let me flip it around so you can see the back side. Really fun. I can't wait to play around with this set. Really very much looking forward to it. All right, let me adjust this camera just a little bit, I think. Let me see here if I can fix it just a little bit. Close your eyes for a second. That's better, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Just have to scooch that over a little bit. So look, and then I'm using peach pie cardstock. And this comes together so quickly and so easily. I'm going to show you. Normally we do everything start to finish together. But this is one of those projects that has a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Lots of little parts and pieces. So I really did a lot of pre-cutting, which I normally don't do. But I will explain everything that I've done for you. So let me bring out my dies here. And let me show you the other ones. I have them tucked off to the side. I didn't even show you the stamp set yet. Here's the stamp set along with some dimensionals. But anyway, stamp set here. And I love the sentiments. Sending warm wishes. Just a note. You earned it. Relax and enjoy. Newsflash are fabulous. Exclusive, made just for you. And so grateful. A true story. Really like this. And then for the dies, these are sunglasses, and we have water bottles, shells, starfishes, some fence post, and then the ones I'm going to show you. So the dies, actually 17 of them. So let me show you. This is the body of our bag. So you need to cut 2 using this die. Then for our note card, this is the die that coordinates with that. And that's how you cut that out. And I used basic white. Again, this is from that designer series paper I just showed you. Oops, don't need that little piece. This is for the pocket in the front. And I just flipped this designer series paper over and used the same. Then for the purse handles, I used peach pie, and then I used peach pie for this also, but I used some of the adhesive strips on the back. So cut 2, cut 1, and we're gonna cut this together just so I can show you how easy it comes together. Oh, and there is a triangle piece in here that comes with a clasp, and I use Blackberry Bliss for that. Let me grab my mini die cut machine and my peach pie cardstock that I already adhered. Oh, you know, I think this is the pumpkin pie. I think I grabbed the wrong one. Let me see. This is the peach pie. And I think that, and you can see, let me show you, because they look so similar, but the peach pie is just a little bit lighter. And I've already adhered the adhesive sheets to the back of this. If you have not seen the Stampin' Up! Adhesive sheets, this is how they come. You get 12 sheets in a package. And let me show you how easy they are to use. You just peel back a little bit here. and you adhere your cardstock. And it makes it so easy when you're dealing with lots of parts and pieces that you want to adhere to your project. They're just nice to have. So if you don't have that in your crafting supplies, I guess I forgot how to talk today. I think you should get some because they're a good, just another tool to have to make your crafting a little bit more enjoyable. Although I always have a good time in my craft room, and to make it a little bit easier. So, and then I'm just going to pop these out. Let me find my tool. It got tucked behind here. I have been busy in my craft room today, so I have a little bit here and a little bit there. I feel a little bit like I have things scattered about. So I'm sure you can understand that. I used to worry so much about coming live and feel so frazzled, and now I'm like, oh, I think we all feel that way at times, so it's okay. Let's go ahead and create this project. So, how about we start with stamping? I always want to put things together first, but I think I kind of want to start with stamping. So I grabbed out the Blackberry Bliss ink pad here, and the stamp I'm using is the Newsflash You're Fabulous. And I had my Stampin' Pierce mat somewhere around here, but let's not even take the time to look for that. We're just going to go ahead and stamp today. It's always better when you have photopolymer stamps if you have a little cushion underneath, but it's all right. It'll be fine. Let me grab this to make sure I get a good image off here. Oh, yeah, that's good. Just wanted to make sure I haven't used this stamp in a minute, so I wanted to make sure it was stamping pretty good, and it looks like it is. All right. Oh, pretty. I love Blackberry Bliss. It always looks so good, doesn't it? All right, let's tuck that off to the side and get our bag made. So because we're working with designer series paper, I'm going to gently fold. I'm not really going to bend it a lot or grab my bone folder and really score it too much because I don't want to tear the paper. You have to remember your designer series paper is a lighter weight than cardstock, so it doesn't take a lot. Just gonna gently fold that over. And my hands are a mess. You guys, it's gardening season, right? So my hands are either in dirt or water. I think I tell you all the time, like they are just a mess. All right, so let's go ahead and let me show you how easily this comes together. So I'm going to take my peach pie cardstock with these adhesive sheets, and I'm just going to get the adhesive sheet started. So pretty easy. Then I'm going to look at my edge here, line this up down here at the base. And then I'm going to just remove that adhesive, making sure I'm lined up on the edge, and then I'll press it in place. See, that does look just beachy, doesn't it? I like it. And then let's bring this other one over here and do the same. And if you could certainly use your glue for this, but I would not use seal. Seal would be too wide for this, so I would not use your Stampin' Seal on this. I would go ahead and use either your adhesive sheets, or I would use just a small strip of glue. And if you have any, the fine tipped glue bottle, even better, because then you could really run a narrow strip of glue. Okay, let's give that a little press down. And let's do the other piece. So I think the busiest part of this project, honestly, is just doing the die cutting. But you can see I've made a lot of bags, so it doesn't take very long. And I have both the mini and the large die cutting machine, so you can die cut more than one thing at once, and that's what I tend to do. Just put as much on those plates as I can and run it through one time. So hopefully this isn't too dark and shadowy in here. I never really can tell. It's another shadowy, cloudy day here in Southwest Washington. And nobody, I'm sure, is surprised by that. It seems to be how our days go a lot of the time. We'll hit our sunny period here soon. I hope. I hope. I'm ready for some sunshine. By the end of winter here, with the rain and everything else, I tell you, I am ready for some sunshine. All right, so that's lined up nicely. Let's give that a press. And then we'll just go ahead and pop this other part down. And then when I'm all done, I'll pick up all my scraps in the craft room here and get it done. So I've made so many of these that I pretty much know how to line it up. Although maybe this one's not exactly where I want it. Okay. See, I spoke too soon. That's what happens, right? Okay, easy. Let's go ahead and take our bag here and this little bit of Blackberry Bliss. Now, if you are a person that would rather have a button look there, I think you should grab a gem. And I had thought about grabbing a gem and then forgot. So we're gonna go ahead and use that triangle piece, because I know just the gem I wanted to use, but since we have this cut out, we'll just go ahead and use it. There we go. Oh, let's wiggle that around so it's nice and straight. There we are. Okay, and then this is gonna pop right here. So let's use some dimensionals, because I don't think it's really a fun project for me unless I put some dimensionals on, right? I mean, I do love my dimensionals. So let me find some. I had everything out earlier. Let's see here. Oh, here's some minis. Minis will work. Normally I would use the larger ones, but minis will get the job done, and they're readily available. And I won't need to search my craft room for them. So that's always an important part, right? Thought I was gonna sneeze there for a minute. And if you hear any like banging on the side of the house, we still have that woodpecker here somewhere. And I'm telling you, that bird is gonna drive me batty pretty soon. So I know this is a card making video, but if you all have any idea on how to get rid of woodpeckers, I would appreciate any tips you may have. So for these, I'm gonna show you the way this comes together. I did watch another video by a different demonstrator, and I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. And she cut off these strips here, and then she adhered hers to like this piece here to decrease the bulk, to try and make it lay a little flatter on the inside. I'm going to demonstrate the this way now, and you want right sides together. But that is just another option. I did see that done. So let's go ahead and just a little strip of glue here. We don't need much. And right sides together. And let's pinch that together and make sure we're lined up appropriately. Looks good. So the glue comes in handy here, the liquid glue, even though I know we all have a love-hate relationship with it. Because it gives a little wiggle room to get things lined up and in order. All right, so now let's turn this around this way and we'll glue this together. So if you haven't heard about the starter kit, while I'm gluing, we can just chit chat. It really is a good deal this time around. It's $165 for, and you only pay $99. No, let me say this right. You get $165 worth of product for $99 with free shipping of paper pumpkin. And of course, you don't have to do this as a business. I think sometimes people think you do, but you don't. And you can glue this piece back here if you'd like. So if you don't want kind of that tab sticking out, I have a little extra glue there, and it just set itself back there perfectly. And then for the tabs, I want this seam to go towards the back of my project. So I'm going to fold this over, and then my tabs in there. And I'm telling you, you guys, I am bad at getting these tabs in. This is, if you have a tip or a trick for me, please share it. because that has been the hardest part for me all along. The rest of the purse comes together easy peasy for me, but those tabs, I tell you, they're giving me a fit. All right, so let me get this down here, and I'm going to come to the inside. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool and get that one piece up before I glue things in place. There we go. Perfect. All right, so one side went in super easy for me, the other side did not. But we got it. And then let's just add the tracest amount of glue. We don't need a lot. And then I'm going to take the blunt end here, where I kind of have that stuff that picks up my gems. Just going to press that down, adhere it in place, hold it for a second, and it'll all glue in place. Perfect. Press that down. Just make sure you keep pressing things down and holding them in place, and it'll all stick together. There we go. Perfect. Now how about we get those handles on? And for these, I found that I made much less of a mess and much less of a fuss if I just use these glue dots. Perfect. And then I centered it right there and I set it down. Nice. And I have to tell you, I do love this designer series paper. I was so happy it came in the mail today. It was delivered to my doorstep. So I was very happy about that. And let's go ahead and press this down here, kind of lining it up, just eyeball it. By the time you fill your little gift bag, which I think this is perfect if you're going to a barbecue, beach party, and look at how cute that is. Now, just to show you that how much it would actually hold, there's one of our glue bottles. So look. Now for this one, I wanted a little bit more weight to this one, so I lined it. This was a little bit of a lighter paper, so I went ahead and I cut 2 cardstock, coordinating cardstock, and I glued the designer series paper to the cardstock. And so this one has a little bit more weight to it. But look at how cute these are. So you can add gems, you can add ribbon, whatever you like. For this one, I added just a little bit of, retired ribbon that I had. And I just kind of played around with ribbons and gems. But I kind of feel like this pattern is busy enough that I think I'm just going to leave this one alone. I might add a ribbon. I don't know. You'll have to check out my website and see. Let me know what you think. Let me just bring that up a little bit. You'll have to let me know what you think. Whether you think it needs a ribbon or not. Leave a comment, let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next week.